Hi there, this is Shrikant Dasari. So in this lesson, we are going to look into another example to how to grab the concept of nested structures. So let me launch the IDE. So we know that we are using VC++ 2005 Express Edition for Windows. Okay. So let me create a new project here. So let me name it as like so whatever you wanted, struct nested struct 2. Okay, so in that so let me create a new file here. So add new item, let me say it as a code file. Let's take it as struct.c or nested struct.c, whatever you wanted. Once again, nested struct.c. Okay, so now we have a .c file. Okay, so let us excuse me, let's have comment here, nested structure in C, whatever you wanted, and it's an example. Whatever you wanted, you can write the introduction about the concept you are going to learn at the form of a comment here. So let me add the couple of header files, very essential basic things when we need in any C file, which were hash include std.h. So hash include cono.h. Okay, so void main, all the basic stuff. I'm just creating here. So followed by so gets here. Okay, to make the output stand still until we give any input from the keyboard. So if you run the program until now nothing happens, it just shows us the terminal or a DOS window, command window, console window. You can say whatever you wanted. I'm just increasing the size and making it full screen, going back to the program here. Okay, so now let's take a couple of structures, not couple, 3 structures here totally, to understand the concept of nested structure with a real-time example. So let me say struct names or whatever you want. Okay, structure. Excuse me. So let me say struct name here. And let me say keep a variable like n1. Okay, so the name typically consists of something like this, a char. Typically, any name in the world consists of 3 different sections. So one is the first name. Okay, so let's take something like this f name to keep it in a short form. The second one is middle name. So let us write it as m name here. Okay, and the last one is the original name or last name, or let's keep it as a name here. Okay, so the first name can be anything like a family name, surname, or a title, whatever you wanted. You can store in this first name variable, and the middle name is the actual name, and the last name can be anything like a family name or name of your community, or according to whatever the criteria. You can store 3 sections in any society in the world. Every name consists of 3 different sections here. Okay, so if you take my name is my first name can be Dasari. That's my surname here in India. If you observe here, I have just kept the surname as the name of my YouTube channel here. Okay, and then it followed by my original name, which is Shrikant, and last you can have your whatever you have, a title or a family name or a caste name, whatever you want, you can keep it in the form of a last name. Okay, so the next one, let's take it as a struct dates. Okay, so in the last example it's excuse me, in the last example we have taken this date. So the first one is going to be int day. Okay, so int month. Typically a day consists of again 3 different sections, so in which now we are grouping them together into a single structure here. Okay, since structure is nothing but a collection of different types of data, or it can be same type of data depending upon your convenience. You can build your own structures here. Okay, so you can say int year. Okay, so we have 3 different sections in a date, which is going to be day, month, and year. Okay, so the last, now let's take our original structure. Let's build an employee structure here. Okay, so let's say struct employee. Okay, or let's keep it simple. Let's say emb and struct date here. So let's to make the things simple, and let's say e1. Okay, So now what we're going to do is typically employee consists of a EMP number, and then to take the name, no, let's what we're going to do is let's take the salary, or else let's create a variable for our name structure here. Okay, so n1, or else already we have that variable here. So what we are going to do is to declare that, let's remove this variable names here, structure variable names, and let's declare the structure variable name inside this EMP structure here. Excuse me. Okay, so name n1. So just we are entering into the concept of nested structures here. Okay, so if we declare a variable inside a structure within another structure, then it's going to be a nested structure. That's what we have studied in the last lesson. So further we are dealing with another example like names and date and so on and so forth. So if you take a date variable inside your EMP, so here you can take this as a D1, or you can say something like meaningful like DOB for date of birth, or you can say a DOJ for date of joining. That's what we have seen in the last example. And typically an employee consists of a float salary. That's what we have taken here. Okay, so coming to our main function, so what we are going to do is so we are going to assign so each and every individual details of an employee. So even dot EMP number is equal to, let's say, some 1000. Okay, so whatever you wanted. Now if you want to assign the name, so you have to follow this syntax. So even dot, since the name of the structure variable name is n1 dot f name. Okay, so let's say sir. Okay, so it can be a title or surname or family name or original name or whatever it can be here. Okay, so again once again I'm trying to assign that another member in the name structure here. Okay, so to go browse a little bit higher, so here you have three different variables or members within your name structure. The first one is f name, the next one is middle name. So that's what we are going to assign now using our n1 variable. So n1 dot m name or middle name is equal to Richards. So Richard of Sir Richard. Okay, and even dot. Okay, so even dot n1 dot m name or last name is equal to Branson. Okay, so Richard Branson is a owner of Virgin Atlantic. So if you want, you can enter care. You can take another variable and you can say company. Okay, you can say company here, or you can say take another variable and you can say title or what designation or what title he holds in that company, and also assign that variable. So to make things easier, I'm taking another set of pointers here. So star F, star L, and star M. So again I have taken three different character pointers just to store these things here. Okay, so in order to make our life easier whenever we are going to print that data, so so first name is going to be Sir, and middle name is going to be Richards, and the last name is going to be Branson here. Okay, so that's what we have done here. And also you can assign the other different kinds of data like salary, 1 million or whatever. Excuse me. So even dot sell, so is equal to, let's say 1 lakh or $1 million or whatever it might, 1 million here. Okay, so we have just entered 1 million here, no problem. Since he is a CEO, let's say company, so even dot company is equal to let's say Virgin International. Okay, so Virgin International is his company, Sir Richard Branson, and even, so even dot title. Okay, so even dot title is equal to a CEO. Okay, so he is the CEO of that company, so you can have a title as CEO here. Okay, so that's it. We have initialized all the variables whatever you have taken. To make it in a short form, we have taken, let's take another variable for company and title also in another set of character pointers here. Okay, so company, let's say C is equal to, okay, and also for title T is equal to here. Okay, so if we run until now, we have a small problem here. Left of company is saying C is equal to Vision International. I forgot the quotations here. Okay, must have a structure or union type N1. So what is the problem with N1 here? So F is equal to char star so F dot L dot showing as a problem here, E1 dot M1 dot F name, or so let's keep the whole thing in our Borland. Sometimes our Visual Studio is unable to judge the exact error what we have gone wrong here. Okay, I'm just going to Borland and copying and pasting the whole code here. So instead I could have used the Borland directly. You might have got the doubt here. Okay, so let me go to Borland and paste the code as it is. So type name expected. Done a silly mistake. So which here char here. Okay, so that's what silly mistakes I have done. Again there is an error here. Let's correct our code in Borland and then let's come back to here. Everything works fine. Borland at least. So Visual Studio is still having a problem. Let's save the code and run it once again. Left of N1 must have a struct or union type name. Okay, so I've done a blunder mistake. Whenever you are declaring a variable inside your another structure, you need to follow the syntax. So okay, it's compiler specific or IDE specific. So it's done well here. Okay, so now what we are going to do is let's print out the information piece by piece. Okay, so let's say let's have a printf statement, employee details. Okay, so let's say the first starting from the name, let's print the name. The name is equal to, so employee, let's say employee number is equal to %d E1 dot emp number. Okay, so in the same way let's print the name also /t. So employee name is equal to %yes comma %yes comma %yes. Okay, so I have taken 3 times because we are having 3 different sections, the first, middle and the last here. Okay, so let's run the program until now. Okay, so if you see here the employee details, we have just grabbed the details like employee number we have put as 1000. So that's what we have taken initialized in our structure, and followed by the employee name, Sir Richard Branson. That's what we have taken in 3 different sections here as in the form of first name, middle name and last name. Okay, so next followed by the employee salary, since he is the CEO. So let's print the title, employee title is equal to %yes, %yes, and let's say T, that's what we have taken, and let's print the salary. %f comma E1 dot sal here. Okay, so if you run your application, so you get all the details whatever you have stored regarding the employee. Okay, so this is a very basic program. We have not done anything excited here. So we have dealt with one more example, so how to deal with nested structure concept. Okay, so to summarize once again, here we have taken total 3 different structures as in the previous example. The first one is going to be the name, and the second one is going to be the date structure. So if you want, we can comment here directly. Structure to hold the various sections in a name. Okay, so in a name, so this date is a structure to hold various sections, so various sections in a date. Okay, so date typically consists of a day, month, and so on and so forth. So although we haven't used any that kind of thing in our initialization, so if you want, we can take it also. So let's say even dot dob, date of birth, dot day is equal to let's say excuse me, uh, let's say some 3. Again, if you want, you can lazy enough, you can take 3 different variables for your to hold this date type in a short form: day for d, m for month, and y for year here. Okay, so you can say directly d is equal to e1 dot dob dot day. Again, m is equal to e1 dot dob dot month. Okay, so month is equal to let's say some 5. Okay, so again here y is equal to e1 dot dob dot year is equal to 1965. So whatever you wanted here. Okay, so if you want, you can print the data like this using your printf statement /t. So he was born in, you can say something like this, percentage t. Typically a date consists of this kind of separations using a hyphen, percentage t and percentage d. Okay, so now we can say simply d comma m comma y. Okay, so if you run your program, you have an error, say m is equal to, there is a problem, m is equal to, what is the problem here? So d, m and y, so we have taken 3 different variables. D is equal to e1 dot dob dot day is equal to 3. Let's remove this hyphens and see once again. M intervals and levels in the direction from care. The hell is going on here with all these stupid errors here. So d is equal to so e1 dot dob dot day. So that's what we have given. What's the problem? Let's go back to our Borland. Okay, this might be seems annoying to you. We coming to the Borland all the time. Control F9. Let's see what is error here. Multiple declaration of m. Aha, got him. So here we have already taken, let's keep it as mm here. So already we have taken that in the form of for to print the name, middle name, we have grabbed already that input and I have just made it Okay, so there is a conflict between when you're using a pointer and integer at the same kind of thing. So if you run and press F5, everything goes well. You're getting some awkward things. Why? Okay. Okay. So 3/5/1965 is the date of 3/4/1965. I don't remember. 3/5/1965 is a date in which he was born, Mr. Sir Richard Branson. Okay. So this is the basic stuff about so how to deal with the nested structure with another example. To summarize once again, we have taken 3 different structures. Okay. So let's study another comment here. Let's say structure to hold So employee data. Okay. So we have just initialized according to the syntax. We have declared these two variables. Okay. In our another structure. Okay. Nested structures concept comes here. Okay. Let's have a comment here. So nesting structures. Let's write a comment. Since we have declared the variable for those previous structures here. Okay. So we have just assigned particular fill the data with all the three different structures using our employee variable directly or indirectly using those variables for names. We need to use this syntax. We need to use n1 followed by the name followed by those structure members, and also the same way if you want to assign in this structure or a date structure, you need to follow using the date of birth variable. You need to assign the data here. Okay. So this is the basic stuff, how to deal with nested structures with another detailed example. So see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.